What's going on, guys, man? Welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Podcast. It's me. It's me. It's the old funky OG. You dig what I'm saying, man? Hey, before I get started, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, man. Make sure you guys hit me up on all my social media platforms at Funkadelic Jones. Make sure you guys, for all my listeners out there that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, make sure you guys definitely subscribe to that Jones as well. You know what I mean? That way y'all can hear me, entertain y'all on y'all car ride, just getting up, getting through your day-to-day commute. You dig what I'm saying? You dig what I'm saying, man. I got a special episode for you guys today, man. I think today's topic is a crucial one because we hear this all the time. I'm talking about traditional, right? So we hear this thing about traditional all the time, right? Is, oh, are you traditional or traditional man? Like, is the traditional man, traditional woman. So the question I'm going to propose to y'all, and I want to answer some questions for y'all, right? So when it comes to this whole traditional man, traditional woman, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm gonna say this right here, right now. That whole traditional thing, especially in this day and age, y'all can kill that noise, man. For real, man. Cause that traditional stuff does not exist in this day and age. All this stuff that y'all hear on social media, all this stuff that y'all see on these podcasts, none of that traditional stuff even matters to this day, right? Because what this new generation, and crazy enough is people in my generation. I'm 30 now, so I'm from the early 90s. I got people in my generation, got the generation behind me, and the generation, like everybody talk about this whole traditional thing. Everybody got it wrong. Everybody don't know what they got going on. They don't know what they talking about. So for me, I'm gonna go ahead and be 100% G with y'all, man. Listen, first things first. You gotta understand this. And a lot of people ask me, and I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room, right? A lot of people always ask, "Yo, Funk, are you a traditional man?" I'm gonna tell you like this. For me, the answer is no. I'm not a traditional man. Hell nah. Now, I know that's gonna come with a lot of feedback and a lot of backlash. And oh, you a modern man, and blah blah blah, and all this stuff. I'm gonna tell you like this. One thing about me, right? One thing about me when it comes to, especially in the relationship aspect of traditional, is I don't believe in traditional when it comes to relationships. I don't give a damn what they say on social media. Social media can kiss my ass. I don't care about all that. I don't care about all this traditional. I don't care about, oh, man supposed to be. But see, they say man supposed to pay all the bills. Great, cool, right? But let me break this down for you in a simpler way. When you think of traditional, we got what a man's supposed to do, a woman's supposed to do. One thing about me when it comes to relationship, I'm big on teamwork. I'm big on partnership. I don't give a damn. Like, I'm big on partnership and teamwork. Because when you get into a relationship, it's about teamwork. Teamwork makes the relationship go. Because you got to think about it like this. When you get into a relationship, everything is about communication, everything is about y'all talking, everything is about y'all have to communicate decisions. So that means what? Teamwork. If I'm in a relationship right now, I can't just buy a house without my wife say so. I mean, I can, but I can't buy no house without my wife say so. I can't just go out there and be like, babe, I'm buying a house. You gotta talk to her about these purchases. When you get married, I can't just go do wild stuff. I can't just be like, hey, guess what? I'm about to go buy these $65,000 shoes. You can't just you can, but you gotta realize when you get into a relationship, when you get in a relationship, especially marriages and stuff like that, you gotta communicate, right? You can't just wake up and be like, hey, me and the boys going to Miami. Me and the boys going to Miami straight up. I see when I get back. You can't just make executive decisions like that when you in a relationship. You gotta literally communicate those things like, hey, look, man, so such and such, they got this Airbnb, we're gonna go down to Miami, we're gonna, have fun down there. You got to communicate those things. You can't just wake up, hey, I'm going to Miami, boys trip. Can't do that, right? It's same thing from ladies' aspect. Ladies may think ladies do things different. Like these ladies, these ladies just can't just up and just go to Miami without talking to her boyfriend about it. You know what I mean? I don't care all the shit that I see on social media. These women don't just make moves without talking to their dudes. Not the girls that's in a real relationship. No. Now unless they one of these influencers who think like I can just do whatever I want. I don't need a man for nothing. That's a different story. But here's one thing I need to touch on. Right? You got from a man's perspective, you got a woman's perspective. I'm addressing everybody because one thing about me when I do podcasting, I don't side with nobody. Most people may think, oh, well, Funkadelic, he a guy, so he got us. Fellas, I'm not on your side. Because a lot of y'all make us as men look bad. Number one. I want to start by saying this. Fellas, I'm tired of clicking on some of y'all podcasts and y'all just go on and say a whole bunch of nonsense. I think women should do this. I think women should do that. I think women should automatically want to be submissive. And I don't want to hear all that shit, man. I'm going to tell you like this. There's a lot of guys in this world who do not deserve a submissive woman. I don't even want my woman to be submissive. I don't. Because at the end of the day, we got to work together to reach a goal. I don't want her to be submissive. Because at the end of the day, I look at it from the teamwork perspective. I don't want a woman to be submissive. No. Because here's my perspective. Here's my perspective on it. You always hear guys say crazy stuff like, oh, man, cooking and cleaning, that's a woman's job. It is? Fellas, I want you to look me in my eyes and tell me cooking, cleaning, and washing your own clothes is a woman's job. Okay, let me go ahead and break that down for you. I'm already scared to see how some of y'all places look. If y'all think cooking, cleaning, and washing your clothes is a woman's job, I'm scared to see how some of y'all places look. Real talk. I'm scared to see it. I live by myself, which means who is responsible for making sure I'm eating every day? Who is responsible for making sure my house is cleaned up every day? Who is responsible for making sure my clothes get washed? I got fresh clothes. Who is responsible for these things? Me. So you gonna sit right here and say, oh, well, cooking and cleaning that's a woman's job and all that. Nigga, that's a life skill. My mama taught me how to wash dishes. What do you think? I'm gonna just have dishes sitting piled up in the damn sink? No. I got my days where I don't feel like washing dishes. You throw them in the dishwasher. I get all that. But you're not gonna sit right and tell me you don't know how to wash no dishes. You're gonna sit right and tell me you don't know how to wash no clothes. My mama taught me how to do that. So when I get a lady understand this, if she's coming into my life, she's helping me out with those things. I'm not just automatically expecting her to take care of those things. She's helping me out with those things. Because understand this, let's break this down logically, right? If I go to work before her and I get off of work before her, she get off work after me. Understand this. Why would I, as a man, right? I'm going to say this in front of the camera. I want y'all to understand this. Why would I, as a man who got off work before his woman, why would I come home, I see dishes, I'm like, damn, we forgot to wash dishes yesterday, right? It happens to the best of us. Don't sit there and lie. Don't sit there and cap on my show, act like y'all don't be forgetting to wash dishes sometimes. But why would me, as a man, I see there's dishes that need to be washed. I see there's clothes that need to be folded up. I hate folding clothes. I think most normal people hate folding clothes. Or there's a load of laundry that need to be taken care of. As a man who, again, I work. Let's say I work and I got off before her. She might go to work later and she get off later than me. But if I see all those things need to be done, why in my good gracious here, why in the world would I wait till she get off of work to give her more work? I want anybody to answer that question. That does not make any goddamn sense. Huh? If I lose a lot of points in the man community, I'm be real. I don't give a damn. It's all about teamwork. You feel me? That's why I don't say I'm not a traditional guy. I believe in teamwork. Why would I get off work before? Why would I get off work before her and leave her with more work to do? Does that make any sense? No. Who the hell wants to do double the work? Who the hell wants to come home and got to do more work? When you are single like myself, you have no choice. If I forgot, like me being single, if I forgot to wash dishes before I went to work, guess who still got to wash the dishes when they get home? Me. If I gotta wash clothes, if I forgot to do laundry the night before, and I'm like, damn, I gotta take care of this laundry. Who's responsible for it when you're single? Me. I gotta make sure that stuff get done. I don't have help. I gotta make sure that stuff get done. So when I bring a woman into my life, because understand this, my job for her, my job towards her is to make her life easier. That's what my job is. So that's the only thing that I want in return. Is if I'm coming to her life to make her life easier with things that she don't have to do, I'm expecting her to come in my life and make things easier to where she can help me out with. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I work 12 hours a day, right? Let's say I go to work at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't get back home till about 10 o'clock. I don't get back till 9, 10 o'clock at night, right? Let's say I work that late. You know what I mean? I ain't get a chance to make dinner. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get a chance to meal prep. Well, by the time I get home, it's too late to be eating. I'll be ready to just go to sleep at that point. But if she did, she'd be like, man, I made dinner for you. Great. They're like I appreciate you. Because knowing me being me, if I'm getting off that late, I ain't gonna front. Most of the time, I probably be like, let me stop, go get a sandwich or something, and then go in the house. Or if I go in the house, I might make me a sandwich, and I'm going to sleep. Because I'm not sitting cooking a full course meal at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm not doing that. But if she get off of work before me, you gotta understand this. She can help me out with that. She can have dinner ready by the time I get off work. That's why I say the same thing would be vice versa for me. If I get off work before her, let's say I go to work at 6 in the morning, I get off at like 3 or 4. You know what I mean? She go to work at 8. She not getting home till about 5, 6, maybe 7:30, depends on what traffic look like, right? Now, why would I have her just sitting here? Why would I just have her really just sitting? And why would I have food just sitting here and telling some baby, you gonna cook that? Baby, you gonna cook that? Man, like what time you think that dinner gonna be done? Do you know how insane that shit sounds? That's freaking retarded. Excuse my language, I forgot. We can't use words like that, That's just insane. I'm sorry. That's why I don't understand this whole traditional. That traditional shit don't exist in today's age. See, a lot of people they all use tradition. They go back and look at like their grandfather. Like my grandfather used to pay all the bills. My dad used to pay all the bills. You gotta understand this. During your grandmother days, when your grandmom and pop was around, she wasn't allowed to work. That's what she wasn't. Women weren't allowed to work in the 50s and 60s. You can't compare the two generations, the two eras, the 2 points in time. They wasn't allowed to work back then. So yes, cooking and cleaning was their jobs. That's all they was able to do. But then as time went on, you saw women fighting for the rights to work. You feel me? The rights to work. Your mama helped your dad out. If she got off work before him, she made sure the clothes was clean. Your mom still worked and made sure the clothes was clean. Made sure there was food on the table. Especially if he worked like doubles and stuff like that, and she just worked about 5, 6 hours, 7 hours, right? She made sure those things was done. That's called teamwork. That ain't traditional. That's called teamwork. He's at work all day, right? You know what I mean? That's what it is. We looking at traditional as like, oh, no, the man pay all the bills. Like, let me go ahead and break this down for you. This is why I also don't believe in traditional. Because fellas, I'm going on y'all first before I flip it and go after my ladies. Cause ladies, y'all not off the hook. Y'all not. Fellas, this is why I don't believe. You know what? No. I'm gonna have to address the ladies first and then I'm gonna come back together. Ladies, a lot of y'all gotta stop listening to these ladies on these podcasts talking about traditional. Because a lot of these ladies that speak on these podcasts, they're not traditional. Okay? They're far from traditional. I don't give a damn. I was watching a podcast with Lotto. She was talking to some British podcast or stuff like that. And the first thing always come out of her mouth is, you're not a traditional man, you're not a traditional man, you're not a traditional man, right? And then they gonna crack a joke and say, well, can you build a house? And each one's right, can you build a house? I'm gonna be real with you. Ladies' expectation of traditional is just beyond insane at this point. Can he build a house? Can a man build a house? I'm gonna be real with you. If every man on the goddamn planet can build a house, do you think we would be sitting in apartments? You think I would have this apartment if I can build a house? I would have built a house at 18 and had it ready by the time I was 21 or 22. I'll be chilling right now. I'm sorry all of us didn't go to school to be architects. I'm sorry all of us can't build houses. You did what I'm saying? That stuff like that don't make sense. I may not know how to fix a car by hand myself. But I'm like, look, you say something wrong with your car, let me take that junk to Jiffy Lube for you. Let me take that junk to a mechanic for you, see what's up. That way you don't have to deal with it. Let me deal with that. That's why I'm coming. I'm helping you out with things that you may not know. You like, oh baby, something going in my car making all this noise. All right, cool. I'm gonna take it to the shop and see what's up. Just drive my car for the time being. But ladies, y'all got to understand this. Y'all talk about traditional all the time, but a lot of you ladies are not traditional either. Y'all speak about traditional more than anything. Y'all, like a traditional man, like these men ain't traditional. Y'all not traditional. Yeah, the thing about it with these ladies today is this. Y'all want a traditional man that y'all definition of traditional man is nowhere near traditional. You know what a lot of ladies want in traditional man? They want a man to pay all the bills while they can go outside and shake their ass. They want a man to pay all the bills while they outside shaking some ass. While they outside, quote unquote. Outside. It's not all ladies, but it's a lot of ladies that do that. They talking about man, they want a man that's traditional. He paying all the bills, she outside. She can't cook for nothing. But see, the problem is this though. Why she want a man to pay all the bills and she go outside, but when he ask her, when he make just a little request, the littlest request, now all of a sudden it's a rebuttal, he controlling, he this, that, and the third, and all this other nonsense, right? You want a man to pay all the bills so you can be outside, right? And again, ladies, it's not all y'all, but it's a lot of y'all. Ladies, y'all know who I'm talking to, the ones that want to be outside, spending up a man's money and all that, right? You want a man to work 10 to 12, 16 hours a day, and he's supposed to pay what? You want him to pay for your $300 fashion over Amazon, Shein cart. Y'all want him to drop $300 on y'all because y'all putting all this stuff into an Amazon cart. This man worked all day just to lose $300. Now he's sitting there thinking like, damn, I just lost out on $300. Ladies want a man to pay all this bill. Their idea of a man paying all this bill is him leaving his credit card or debit card on their accounts. Whether it's their DoorDash account, Shein account, Fast, so they can just order whatever they want, and he just supposed to pay for it. That's not traditional. That's just you not want to spend your own goddamn money. That goes back to the saying that I had once before. When the women say like his money is our money, my money is my money. So you telling me this nigga supposed to be, you telling me this man supposed to be out here spending up his money, you spending up his money. While you out here, while you spending up his money, while you doing what with yours? Right? This is why they say the world is not traditional. Kill that noise with traditional. Right? Because again, the moment a man asks for the smallest, I'm talking about the smallest of requests, he too controlling or well, I gotta do all that. How you want traditional? How you want traditional but you complain about washing clothes? How you want a traditional man, but you can't even cook? How you want a traditional man? This man come in the house, you like again, clean the house up is a problem for you. How you want traditional? But you want this man to work 10, 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day. He gotta work 12 hours a day and still gotta bring you home Chipotle. He gotta work 10 to 12 hours a day and you expecting some 5-star luxury restaurant? You want the fast life? You want the fast life from him, but he can't even get a home cooked meal from you. And we sitting here talking about traditional. Please, I don't want to hear that foolishness no more. Right? I don't want to hear all this traditional nonsense no more. See, the problem with traditional is the meaning of it is different. Because they look at traditional now as men feel like, since I pay all the bills, and again, it's not all guys, but it's a lot of guys that do it. They feel like they pay all the bills. That means that gives them the granted right and access to cheat in peace. Well, I pay all the bills, and I can do whatever I want. That's the problem right there. That's the whole problem with this traditional. Everybody feel like traditional. Now people think they can do what they want to do. Like I said, some men get that traditional. I pay all the bills. I mean, I can do whatever I want. If I want to bring females in here, or if I want to cheat in peace, I pay all the bills in here. What you mean? That's how some dudes act. Or some dudes feel like they can control the entire situation. I pay all the bills. Like I make the rules in this house. I do everything. One thing about relationships, you gotta understand this. I don't care what man walks this earth. No man makes a decision in their household without their lady's cosign. Yeah, you ever hear dudes talk? You ever hear dudes talk to something? It's my house. It's my house, man. I run the household. His woman ain't co-sign none of that nonsense he talking about. He got to go to his lady to co-sign something. He may talk big and bad to his boys. He may talk big and bad on a podcast. But I guarantee you, before he make any executive decision, he got to talk to his lady first. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, when it comes to ladies, y'all, like I said, some of y'all want a man to pay our bills just so y'all can be outside. And that's weird. You want this man to pay your bills so you can go outside and shake some ass? You getting drunk. He working hard while you getting drunk. He working hard while you at the lounge. Do you know, I'm going to be real with y'all, man. As a man, if I'm over here working like 12, 16 hours a day, and my girl over here, all she doing is to the club every weekend. She had the club first. She had the club. She had the lounge. Every time I can't even get a home cooked meal, I'm gonna be real with you as a man. If I can't get a goddamn home cooked meal out of her, I'm just saying. Now, mind you, like I said, my mama told me a lot of things. So if I gotta come home and still cook my own food, if I come home and cook my own food, the lady is there, or if I gotta come home and still take care of like house stuff, I'm like, damn, you know, these clothes piling up. Let's get this washed over here. If I gotta still do all those things by myself and I got a lady in the house, guess what? She got to go. right? Because one thing about me, I don't give a damn what social media, I don't give a damn YouTube, understand this, all the listeners, I don't give a damn what the world says. When they be like, you're the man, I don't give a damn about none of that. One thing about me as a guy, I'm not letting no lady come into my life and stress me out by not helping me do anything in life. If she's not coming in to make my life easier, then what is she here for? Is the question. You come in, you just in my space just to do what exactly? The next thing I want to talk about is leadership. Because we always talk about like we hear this back and forth, right? We hear this back. Like I said, I can go about this all day long because this is a dumbass topic that needs to be put to rest. You hear ladies say all the time, men don't know how to lead. Men don't know how to lead. Fellas say it all the time. Man, these women don't they don't know how to let men lead. Let me go ahead and break it down for you. Fellas, listen to me. Ladies, listen to me. Right? Listen to me. Fellas that say, oh, these women don't want men to lead. No. You just can't lead. Why was like my thing is this, when you are a leader, you are leading the pack. People are following you because you lead. If you are making dumbass decisions on a day-to-day basis, why the hell would anybody want to follow you? Why would I want to follow your guidance if you make dumbass decisions? Why would I want to follow your guidance? If somebody would be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna show you the way. I'm gonna show you the way to do this podcast thing. And I'm following you. I'm following your whole blueprint. I'm looking at the stuff that you're doing. I'm just looking like, nah, I'm cool, bro. I ain't getting involved in that. Why would I follow you and go down the path and ruin myself trying to follow what you're doing? No. So that's the same thing when it comes to leadership, fellas. Some of y'all be making dumbass decisions and be expecting ladies to follow. Now, mind you, you got ladies out here who they don't really got too much. They ain't too right up here. So they'll follow anything. They'll follow anything, especially if they got money. That's why you see a lot of these ladies out here like that dude cheat on them 18 times, but he got money. So they look the other way. He'll cheat all day long, but guess what? He got the money. So she don't care. Simple as that. Which is wrong, but that's how some ladies do. Ladies, I'm gonna get on y'all too. Y'all talking about men don't know how to lead. Nah, it's a lot of guys out here. It's a lot of great guys out here that can lead. You saying guys no, he just can't lead the way you want him to lead. You get what I'm saying? Because you got a certain way you want him to lead. You may not want him to do certain things, like because you don't want to do certain things. Now say he can't do certain things. He trying to lead and show you something. Now you like, nah, I'm good. Like, nah, I don't nah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that. Nah, I don't want that. As guys, we gotta sit here and cater to that. So you know what I mean? As a man who's trying to lead, and his woman be like, it's like she want him to lead her way. It ain't that he don't know how to lead, he just don't know how to lead her way. You guys gotta understand, ladies, I love y'all, but a lot of y'all want things done y'all way. And when y'all don't get y'all way, now all of a sudden it's he ain't know what he was doing. No, he just didn't know how to do things your way. That's what a lot of guys deal with. That's why a lot of guys, when it comes to ladies, we got so much patience. Because we got to do things her way. Right? You can see a dude fold a whole bunch of towels up, his style, it all fit, boo boo, everything's compacted. She come in, I need the towels folded this way. Right? Most guys deal with that. Why you park the car like this? I'm trying to tell you. And that's what I said. It ain't about that men don't know how to lead. They just don't know how to lead her way. Like, why you park the car like this? Now he got to say and park the car to her liking. So it goes to the same thing when it comes to leadership in a relationship. He got to lead to her liking. That's the only way that's going to make her happy. He got to lead to her liking. That's it. There's going to be, he can lead. He probably an amazing leader, right? He's an amazing leader. This man not only leads financially, but this man can probably lead like mentally, spiritually. This man can probably break generational curses. This man can probably break a whole bunch of things. But it's not her way. Right? It's not her way. Why you work so many hours? I want you to pay all the bills, but I want you to pay all the bills, but why you work so many hours? Like, why you work so many hours? He's sitting there thinking like, you want me to lead financially, but you also want me to spend time with you, right? You want me to have all the free time in the world but also still lead financially. I'm not saying I'm not gonna spend time with you, but at the same time, if I gotta pay all the bills, you gotta understand like this. That comes with dedication. I gotta sit here and I gotta make this money. You know? So when a lot of ladies that say that men don't know how to lead, fellas, don't buy into that nonsense of men don't know how to lead. You just don't know how to lead her way. Alright? And truth be told, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm at the point in life now, I'm so at peace. I'm not trying to lead somebody else's way. One thing about me is I do everything by show. I don't tell you what I'm about to do. I do everything by show. If you choose to follow, be my guest. If it's not good enough for you, I don't know what you're expecting me to do. You know what I'm saying? This not taking shots in my whole situation. This is where I get these are a prime example of she wanted me to lead her way. Her way. Like, we had so many conversations about men leading and stuff like that. She didn't want a man to lead. She just wanted a man to lead her way. And again, I'm sitting there looking like, that's cool and all, but I see what I'm wearing. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to go down that route. So it's not that men don't know how to lead. You just got to know how to lead her way. Lead her way financially. Lead her financially is basically like some girls when they say lead financially, some girls are into that big money. They want you to spend money. Why you don't spend no money? Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? Why you don't do this? Do you not know? I've talked to women who ask me questions because they're not used to somebody like me. You get what I'm saying? You don't go to the clubs? No, I don't. You don't got no tattoos? No, I don't. Like, I don't spend money unnecessarily. I spend money, I just don't spend it unnecessarily. I don't go ahead and just blow a bag on some big wild stuff just because. I'm a firm believer of there's people out here who want things and there's people out here who deserve things. I'm not a firm believer of just spoiling women just because they want it. Hell, we all want things in life. You show me you deserve it, I got you covered, no questions asked. But if you out here just talking about I want, hell, I want a lot of things in life. But don't just expect me to drop $200 every time you see something you want. That ain't how money works. I don't care how rich I don't care how rich I'm going to become. That's not how money works. You feel what I'm saying? That's not how money works. You can't just expect me to just blow a whole bag. Even if I'm like, yeah, I make that back in like an hour. It does not matter. You're not leading how you want her to lead. That's the biggest issue and the biggest exclamation mark here. You ain't leading the way that she wants you to lead. That's the problem right there. I hate to break it to you. So fellas, don't get discouraged when these women say, oh, men don't know how to lead. No, men just don't know how to lead their way. Whatever her way is, if you don't match up to her standards and her way of leading, her way of leading is basically like, I do whatever I want. I do whatever I want. He cater to me. He do this. He break his neck. He break his back every time I want to request for something. I get it. If a man don't give me all those things and he's not working hard, if he's not working hard to serve me hand and foot, then he don't know how to lead. That's some way women think when it comes to leadership. Guys are the same way. Man, like, I better have dinner every night. I better have this, I better have that. Like, but what are you doing? What are you doing for her? Man, I mean, like, I still got something on the side. So you still expecting her. The crazy part about it is, right? This is why I say, again, some of you guys don't make good leaders. Fellas, some of y'all don't make good leaders. You are asking a woman to be submissive. I hear this shit on the podcast all day long. A lot of y'all ask these women to be submissive all day long, but yet y'all still out here talking about having something on the side. Why should she be submissive to you when you got something on the side? And then you wonder why some ladies be talking about some men don't know how to lead. It's dumbass dudes like you who don't know how to lead. But you want her to be submissive? Brother, please. Brother, please. Don't nobody want to hear that. Now, that goes for the relationship aspect of life. When you think of traditional from the everyday life, people may ask me again, Funk, are you traditional? From the everyday aspect of life, are you traditional? The answer is still no. Because you know my idea of traditional? My idea of traditional is literally getting up. Well, I would say this. I won't say my idea, but the idea of traditional is basically getting up, going to your 9 to 5, and coming home and doing that for 60 plus years until you die. That's traditional. That's what they tell you to do traditionally, is get a job, work the job until you're about 60-something years old. Hope you're saved up with your 401k, buy life insurance, all these different things, and then you die. That's traditional. And then the nerve people got to ask me, when it comes to day-to-day, are you traditional? The answer is hell no. The answer is hell to the no. I got a lot of more life to live. Hell, I'm 30 right now. If my life get cut short, at least I'm going out with a bang and be like, yo, I'm trying to set myself up to where I don't have to live traditional. Do you understand? My long-term goal, and I tell everybody like this, right? Because me, I don't give a damn what your life choice is. I respect everybody's decision in life. You feel what I'm saying? My long-term goal in life, by the time it's all said and done, is for me to go from working to having money work for me. That's my long-term goal. Everybody that want to stay traditional and think, let me just collect a paycheck. I'm all good with it. I'm cool with it. Just understand, that's not my life. And that's not where I see it going. So yes, I might disappear for a little bit. Yes, I might be a little too busy for some people. You always working. You always working. You work too much. When you are not trying to be traditional, there's no such thing as you work too much. You understand? There's no such thing there's no such thing as working too much when you're not trying to be traditional. When you are trying to live that traditional life, you go to work for 8 hours, come home, go to sleep, and do it all over again. That's what traditional is. But when you out here got big plans, when you trying to have money coming in to where you ain't got to work so hard, guess what? That's not living traditional. Your favorite rappers, if none of them ever use their skill for good, guess what? They'll be traditional. They don't have to work as hard as me. You think Drake got to work as hard as me? Drake, man, I'm working 10 times harder than Drake. Because Drake got money coming in. You dig what I'm saying? Drake can take vacations and fly across the country. He can do those things. Because he got money working for him. I'm still working for the money, which means I gotta still go ask somebody, hey man, you think I can have Tuesday through Sunday off because I want to take this vacation. That's what people that's the level I'm still at. That's traditional. You haven't asked your boss, hey, can I take this week off? Hey, I want to use my weekend, I want to use my 40 hours that I saved up for vacation time. That's traditional. You understand? That's what traditional is. But when we talk about day-to-day life, you thinking like, man, I'm trying to have money coming in. I'm trying to not work as hard as I do. I'm trying to kick my feet up and relax. This is what I'm trying to do. That takes work. So when people come to me and say like, you work too much, you always working, don't overwork yourself. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. When I want to break out of that traditional, like my cousin say, we got to break out these shackles. If I want to break out those traditional shackles, I got to get out here on the good foot and I got to put the work in. And I got to grind. I may got to grind 24/7. I may not want to work 7 days a week, but when you try and get out of traditionals, you may have to. I'm just saying. People may think I'm crazy for doing that. I'm not crazy. It's just when you got a dream, you gotta make it happen. So when you say traditional, when we go from traditional as far as relationships, I'm not a traditional man. Because I believe in teamwork. But when it comes to traditional on a day-to-day life, you gotta understand with me. It's either you with me or you gonna get left in the dust. And I'm okay with that. It's either you with me, you gonna work just as hard as I am. We gonna grind together. If not, then I'm sorry. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep moving without you. That's how that's gonna be. Y'all understand? That's how I'm gonna work. It's not about me not wanting to take vacations. It's me setting myself up to where I can take vacations as much as I want. Putting myself in position. I can show y'all this right now. No one gave me this mindset. I had to learn this through experience of life. To where I said I don't want to be traditional anymore. Yeah, granted, I might have started a little late to the party. I should have did this in my 20s. But it's better late than never. I've been through situations. I've been through some situations where say, yo, I don't want to live like this forever. A lot of people may think I just talk this talk just because I'm on a podcast. One thing about me is I've been through these experiences. My experience is what make me who I am as I keep going through life. Hence the name Ghetto Wealthy. The key word ghetto. You don't think not only I grew up in the ghetto, but you don't think I grew up ghetto? You don't think I did that before? You think when I talk about sleeping on mattresses on the floor, like I didn't have to do that? I bet you a lot of people nowadays don't even know about Spam. They may look at you like, "Phone, what you know about Spam?" I had to eat those Spam sandwiches, man. I'm not saying I was dirt poor, but we've been through some hard times. When you gotta go to bed eating noodles, I've been through that. That's ghetto to a lot of people, but guess what? That's what make me work harder every day because I've been through that. I understand that. I'm the type of person now when y'all talk about traditional, everybody just work 8 hours and go about their day. I know with me being 30, by the time I get 60, the world is going to be harder. The world is getting harder as time goes on. I'm not going to sit back and just be comfortable. I'm not going to sit back and be traditional. Oh, let me just work. Let me just work 8 hours and go home, go to sleep. No, that's not how that shit works. So at the end of the day, folks, you got to realize this. I don't move traditional at all in life. Sometimes I got an apartment I'm just paying for. I don't even be in here half of the time. Literally, I got an apartment I'm just paying for. I don't be in here. You might catch me in here probably what? 8 hours out the day, and that's me going to sleep. But most of the time, I don't be in the house that much. I be out and about. I be out here, gotta do what I gotta do. But the mindset, I got out of that traditional mindset. I gotta be on the grind. I gotta do what I have to do to set myself up to where I don't have to live traditional. Like I said, if you want to live check to check, I got no beef with that. Understand this, I'm not clowning people that work 9 to 5. I had to work 9 to 5. I didn't work the day to day before. I didn't done all that. I'm a man for the people. I didn't been in the field with y'all. But now I'm one of the people that's in the field telling them, hey, don't y'all want more than this? You gonna have a group of people in the field telling them, nah, man, that's good. I get days off, I get days off, I get sick days, I get weekends off. I'm good to go. One thing about me is I've had a job. I've had jobs where, like, again, you work every weekend. I've had jobs where you don't work on the weekends. You work Monday through Friday. I've done it all. You understand? I don't mind working. One thing about me, a lot of people want jobs that's Monday through Friday so they can have the weekends. They can have the weekends. Weekends to do what? To do what? That's what I'm to do. What? To rest? It's not wrong with resting. I got no beef with resting. If you want to rest on the weekends, rest. But for the people that want to have weekends off just to go to the club and the lounge, I'm like, y'all doing all that. Y'all want the weekends to blow money? That's what I don't understand about it. Some people want the weekends off just to go blow money just so the next week roll around. Now they crying to myself, man, shit. I can't wait till the next paycheck roll around. Cause they went out there and blew all that money they blew all that money. Like, come on, bro. That doesn't make any sense. But before I get out of here though, folks, I just want to tell you like this. When it comes to relationships, traditional or not, you and your partner have to talk. You and your partner gotta talk about what do you guys want to do. Whose role is what? All right, don't mind my crooked shape up. It's natural. Don't mind that. But don't mind my. I know a lot of people look like, damn, his shape up crooked. I'm looking at myself in the camera right now. I'm talking about some, damn, my shape up crooked. It's natural. Don't even worry about it. Y'all see right there on that side? Yeah, this side look rough. Don't worry about that. I know it's rough. I gotta cut it. But the point is, when it comes to relationship, talk to each other and see where y'all common ground is. Right? Forget traditional. Forget the whole man supposed to do this. Forget all that. I'm talking about y'all say, like, well, what's going to work for y'all relationship? And as far as traditional, as far as on a day-to-day, you need to get up, get out, and make these things happen. Otherwise, stop complaining that you hate your job. Stop complaining that you don't want to be at your job. Stop complaining that you need more money. Stop complaining overall as a whole. Stop complaining because you ain't doing shit to change it. So stop complaining about it. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, as I digress, that's enough right here, ladies and gents. It's your man, Funkadelic Jones. I'm out of here, y'all. Ooh-wee. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.